All right, welcome to the first Combat Social Podcast. I'm joined today by Mario Spyda Garay. How are you today, Spyda?
Man, I'm doing great, brother. I'm excited, man. This is
Yeah,
your first show, so let's go.
the the first one, man. I appreciate all your help, dude. I'm a white belt over here.
Damn, bro. I'm gonna. I was gonna stand up so they can see my two stripes on my white belt, man. Because I'm like a two-stripe white belt over here, bro. When it
You're
comes
like
to
the blue
social
belt
media,
teaching class.
there you go, there you
That's
go.
right.
Shoot, every Saturday,
You
because
know,
the
like
instructor wants to go up, man.
El Cucuy, Fernando, right?
Yeah,
Fernando Rodriguez, right? He
man.
actually he taught my first jujitsu class ever. He taught my first class ever. Yeah, so I was 30 and I was in class and he was a blue belt. I think he was a blue belt, yeah.
Yeah,
And but he was already a wizard, dude. He was
yeah.
already just so
No,
good.
no.
He came here the other day, and the other day he came here about 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago, and he brought some technique and got some rolls with my guys, and he just kicked the shit out of everybody, dude. He's still a wizard, you know. He's
No,
still
no, for
doing his
sure. I
thing,
think you
man.
have mentioned
So
that, man. You said he's been a black belt for a few years already,
mhm.
too.
Yeah, he's been a black belt for 6 years already,
Whew, man.
bro. And to me, dude, it felt like it felt like I was rolling with Fern when I was a white belt and he was a purple belt. You know what I mean? That's what it
Oh,
felt like.
man. Oh, wow, man. That's actually a good.
Yeah,
He reminded you
yeah
who he was.
he reminded me pretty quick. Yeah, it was pretty quick, dude. So,
No, you
but
see,
yeah,
and the
dude,
thing with that guy,
I appreciate you. Go
no,
ahead.
no, yeah, man. The thing with that guy too is that he's always cross trained with a lot of different instructors, man. So he's actually been picking up a lot of knowledge, and
He
so
is.
he's got to develop, dude. That's pretty cool.
hmm Yeah, yeah, and he's shoot, man. He was on YouTube before, you know, uh, looking at all the tips and tricks, before that was a thing.
You see, and
Yeah,
here we are, the first time you putting on your YouTube channel, man. So we're a little
yep.
late to
There you
the party,
go.
man.
Yeah, man. It's okay, dude.
Oh yeah,
Special ed podcast. hmm
there you go, there you go. Shoot, man, 101.
Hey, so man, we got 101. We got the Sub Hunter Pro. We got that card coming up Sunday, man. What do you think?
Man, I like it for a lot of reasons, bro. I mean, of course, the
hmm
talent in there when it comes to the main card, man.
hmm
I mean, if Eric Garcia, man, the guy's a wizard. He's done his own thing.
Yeah,
Getting these promotions up, but he's got a lot of good talent on that main card, man. I mean, it's from
yeah.
kids to teenagers, but I mean,
hmm
it's stacked, dude. I like it. I'm excited.
Yeah, there's some great academies and schools
Oh,
across the town, man. So it's nice to see like getting picked. These little matchups getting picked up, and very cool. Um, yeah, we got it's gonna be at Cowboys. The Cowboys got a
Cowboys
long
Dancehall, man,
history of having fights and some. Yeah, so it'll
and
be
not,
interesting. I
and
don't
not
know
just
if
in
I've
the
ever
parking
seen
lot.
them have I don't know if I've seen them have grappling matches there yet. You
No,
know,
I've never been to
this will
one
be
of
a first for me. hmm
Yeah, bro. I mean, I know he's been doing it for a minute. When he first started his amateur promotion, way back when. But
hmm
Garcia, promotion, dude.
hmm
But the first time grappling, man, I've never, I mean,
hmm
I like it, dude. Like I said, I mean, it's gonna have that whole MMA feel just because of the talent that's in there. It's a lot of, UFC veterans.
Yeah,
The main
right.
card,
hmm
main event, should I say? But it's talent all around, man. A couple of good matchups in there.
hmm
Man, I'm kind of nervous to see, but I'm interested to, definitely
Yeah.
watch.
Well, what is it that makes you nervous?
Well, the one thing is I know where these guys come from. I know who they are, and it's
hmm
not personal like that.
hmm
Where I'm like, oh, I'm rooting for one or the other. It's like I'm rooting for everybody, but it's just kind of like, man, it's like that matchup that you finally like want to see, and then when they do it, you're like, damn, it's kind of
Yeah,
people that I
yeah.
know, man. I mean, I've known throughout the years just from the fight, the fight promotions, the fight scene. But it's gonna be good though, man. I mean, those that are gonna be watching, they're gonna be in for a treat for sure.
Yeah, yeah. It'll be on I believe Fight Card podcast sorry. It'll be on UFC Fight Card, right? The Fight Pass.
Yeah, it'll be on my stream too. I'm
So
gonna live stream it. No, no, man. I'm gonna go live when I'm there.
but yeah, dude, we got what's I guess we should have had this earlier, but you sent me the card earlier.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, that card it's got Ray. Ray is headlining it, right? He's a main event.
Bro. He's taking on Eddie Torres, bro. I mean, both guys, the studs, both black belts now. When they both first started, here in San Antonio, man, in the amateur scene, now here they are. They're both teaching jiu-jitsu, doing what they love, and it's kind of one of those surreal things, surreal moments where you're like, wow, all those years of training and sacrifice, here they are, man.
That's pretty dope, dude. Yeah, I know Ray for quite a while. When he was over at Ohana, and I was kind of in and out of Ohana. Good dude, tough guy, man, tough dude. So looking forward to seeing him perform. Do you know if it's a gi or no gi?
On this one, I believe it's going to be with the gi. Black belt, yeah,
Gi.
black belt.
That's pretty dope. Yeah, I like gi. I like the gi. Anyways, but a gi super fight, I really like that. That's nice.
Yes, bro. You see, I didn't even think about that, man. But yeah, that changes things because, of course, now they can hold on to each other. When it comes to shows, they can be sunk in a little bit more because of the sweat. The gi pants, the sleeves. Yeah. So wow, I guess I didn't even think about that, man. There's a lot of matches being no gi.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say this, man. I mean, whoever win or lose, man, I would love to see that match back up at no gi. That would be hella interesting, man. So we'll see.
Yeah. And we got more likely for some throws.
Yeah, dude, you got
with a gi on.
It's gonna be amazing, man. But I mean, of course, at that level too, it's like a lot of people might see it and be like, oh, they're stalling, but you gotta be technical, man. I mean, you want to be able to, not give up position, not give up, an opening. It's gonna be intense.
Every thread counts, dude. Every thread counts when it comes to the gi. Yeah, any little bit of out of position or anything gets crossed, man, that can go downhill pretty quick.
No, for sure, man.
I feel like with the no gi, you get a little more. There's a little more room for some athleticism and being able to just kind of athlete your way out of something. With a gi, it's a lot less likely.
Oh yeah. Because I mean, like I said, I mean the fact that you're gonna have to use the gi to create space, to create openings, create opportunities. I mean, with no gi, I mean you're gonna be slipping and sliding, man. It's gonna be like two lizards, wrestling. But with the gi, man, it's a lot more technical. It's gonna, like I said, that's what I was saying. It's gonna probably stall a little bit, or at least look like it's stalling, but it's just gonna be, them being geniuses and just trying to see, like a chess match, bro. Just trying to see who's making the next move.
I'm thinking, man, I'm thinking that in this main event, just with their MMA backgrounds, and I'm thinking the over/under on them, either one of them pulling. I don't think Ray's gonna pull. I'm just going out on a limb,
Man, that's a good one, bro. I mean, that's gonna be interesting to see if somebody does pull guard.
Yeah.
They both have competed at Cowboys Dancehall before in MMA, so it's gonna feel like home. They're gonna feel comfortable. I mean, making that walk, I'm sure every time they walk out there as a competitor, they kind of get butterflies in their stomach, man. But I mean, it's going to be like being at home. I mean, really, a lot of those Corpus Christi guys, man, they competed here like every weekend. It's crazy back then.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. I've lost to a couple of dudes from Corpus, bro. Just tough. It's a nice little rivalry between San Antonio and Corpus,
Oh yeah, bro, and it's a friendly rivalry, man. I mean, a lot of these guys,
of course,
like I said, they competed throughout the years, man. Everybody's gone up the ranks, and it's just for another opportunity, man. But that is the main event as far as that's on the card, man. I mean, I would love like the kids classes. Kids grappling. It's going to start off with. There's a lot. It's going to be a long day, man. So whoever's going, man, take some tips.
Yeah. Take some chips. That's right. Yeah, dude, and those kids, dude, and those kids, bro, those kids are ridiculous. Man, they're so good. Can you imagine what those kids are gonna look like when they're
I mean, you started,
17,
how old
when
were you
they're
when you started?
19, 30, bro. I was
Yeah,
30 when
you
I
see,
started.
these kids are over here. Shit, they haven't even hit their teens yet. You know, they're still 8, 9, 10. I mean, yeah, I mean, they're gonna
That's
be.
crazy. I rode with that. I rode with that kid, Gage Faulkner. I've rode with him a
Oh
couple
yeah,
times.
yeah.
God dang, dude, that kid is good. You know, you're like, man, I better watch myself, man. People are watching. You know what I mean? The
I
kid is
know,
ready
Megan.
for just, yeah.
You know, I mean, that just goes to Joe, man. Because even now, like, I'm gonna go through a few of the matchups, man. Because I mean, there's a
Yeah.
lot of them in the kids division. You know, you have Justin Sanchez taking on Tyler Sanchez. You know, I'm sure there's no relation, but I mean, they're both going to be competing against each other. 55-pound weight division, man. I mean, 55 pounds, bro. I think
Hmm.
that's how much my lunch weight that I ate earlier. You know,
Yeah,
but
that's
these
right.
kids,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, dude. And then we got I guess the co-main, right? The co-main is going to be Landon and Platt.
Yes, bro. You see,
Hmm.
man, that's one of those, both guys I've known throughout the year. We both known, I mean, as far as Landon, man. I mean, here
Uh-huh.
local in San Antonio, Philip Flat, man. He moved to San Antonio, years back, out of the Killeen area, man, and brought his academy down here, brought his family, and planted a seed here. So it's going to be one of those where there's going to be bragging rights, I would say. A lot of
Very
pressure,
cool.
man. I would
Hmm.
assume, a lot of pressure going into this. Both have competed in
Hmm.
MMA, plenty of times, dude. I mean, this is jiu-jitsu. It's going to be a grappling match, so it's just going to be, whoever's the most technical that day, getting
Hmm.
that win.
Yeah, man. I don't think I've ever met Platt. I know we were probably in the same circles around the same times, but Landon, I'm very familiar with.
Yeah.
Platt, now I've got friends that are like they they are directly associated with him. So, this should be a good fight. This should be a good fight from what I hear about Platt, and then from what I know about Landon. It should be a nice little squad.
I would assume because it is going to be with the gi, man. I mean, I'm thinking if anything, it's going to be a tough one, dude. I don't know if either one would be able to submit each other or one another, man. I mean, that's going to be that's
Hmm.
what we're going to have to
Hmm.
wait for, come grappling, come
Yeah,
fight day.
yeah. Hmm.
But
Right.
it's gonna be tough, man.
Yeah, they got. Let's see. Um, there's another. Oh, you just told me Easter's on this one. Like, what? I
Yes,
didn't know
bro.
Easter was on this one. I
Yes,
don't
another
know
local
who is
guy.
that. Yeah,
His opponent,
Easter's a beast, bro. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
his
Rennick.
opponent's actually a gentleman. Hold on, I was just out there, bro. But Rennick
Mm-hmm.
is the name. This is gonna be a
Mm-hmm.
185-pound belt, black belt, and it's gonna be no gi. So man, that's gonna be a good one, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of those where
Yeah.
like I said, it's gonna be like two lizards going at it, man. I mean, both guys are freaking
Yeah. Yeah.
energetic. I mean, strong, big dudes. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, same thing. I mean, Eric Garcia. I mean, for the most part, kept it local. There's a lot of local guys on that card. I mean, that was smart. They're here in San Antonio, bring the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man. I mean, I've
Mm-hmm.
known as far as Easter for a minute, dude. Of course, throughout the years, man. I've always seen him, always heard of him. The monster.
Yeah. Now we got, bro. There's so many names on here. It's tough to like. You don't want to gloss over anybody, but
No.
definitely looking forward to like having a front row seat to looking at these uh, just local talent, and everybody kind of knows each other. So I feel like there's that added pressure of these
Oh yeah,
little.
I mean, even like this one, one of the other matchups, bro. I mean, I told you about this earlier. Aaron Gomez, out of Corpus Christi, Anarchy as they
Mm-hmm.
call him in the MMA world, man, taking on Fernando Hernandez. This is a 145-pound brown belt,
Oh,
no gi. Same thing, man. I mean, Aaron Gomez, the guy's fighting through the Fury banner. Tons of experience in combat sports. Obviously the guy trains in jiu-jitsu as well. So this is it's going to be interesting, man. Like I said, I mean, it's not gonna be inside the cage. It's gonna be on mat. So of course the MMA guys aren't gonna have that cage to hold pressure and use for takedowns. So it's gonna be interesting to see which way it goes, man.
But one thing I think that an MMA guy will always have, like a leg up, if you will, is just the top. They're very top oriented. They're very they know what they're doing on the top. They know how to pass it. They're used to smashing through guards.
Right.
And the dynamicism, the dynamic, movements and so kind of looking forward to watching these MMA guys put a gi on, watching some of these MMA guys just get in there and there's not a cage. Because a lot of MMA is it's predicated on real estate and when to engage because how close we are to a cage. So very interesting.
Man, another one that I'm just going.
And then also, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say some of the posters that I'm looking at because on one of them it's Cesar Gonzalez taking on Sean Cantu. And this is the brown belt gi 168 division, man. That one I didn't even know. I just saw it right now, and I'm like, damn. Like you said earlier, bro. There's so many freaking good matchups on this.
Dude.
It's like we might have to stop by Sunday, bro.
Yeah. Oh, I'll be there. Oh, I'll definitely be there. Dude. You got Sean Cantu. I'm familiar with him. We train together. I would say he's a training partner. We try to get rolls in when we can. When I can make it over to HQ. So Manny versus Governor. That should be a good matchup. Manny I'm pretty familiar with. Same thing. I wonder if that's gi or no gi.
That one's actually
going to be no gi.
Yeah, no gi on that one, bro. And Governor, of course, the same thing. The guy's gone up the ranks to MMA. I mean, he's competed here. He's competed at Cowboys Dancehall plenty of times as well. Other one, bro, real quick. And, man, I'm sorry, man. I just keep seeing all these matchups. But Andy Gomez taking on Ura Montoya, man. This is a 145-pound black belt no-gi matchup as well, man. So, Danielle Walker, I'm not – they have her on the poster. I'm not sure if they have her for her, but she's stated to be there. Alexa Yanis, of course, representing, Rodrigo Pinero, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Pinero,
Glitson Cuties, man, of course, Pony. Can't forget the guy,
Pony.
He's going to be out there taking on Justin Rennick. But bro, I mean, it's going to be it's great. Like I said, I mean, for those that are watching this, of course, definitely stop by, man. Cowboys Dancehall is going to be this Sunday. Get your tickets, get some popcorn. Enjoy
me and my kids will be there. So if you make it out there, man, we'll share some popcorn.
There you go. Make sure you live stream, man. Let me watch, bro. I don't want to get you blackballed.
Hey, dude, I really appreciate you coming on, man, and giving us some time. We'll talk to you soon. And then I look forward to an invite on your podcast, man. So appreciate everybody tuning in for the first episode of Combat Social Podcast. And we will be seeing you soon.
Let's go.